It's Madden NFL 24, and coming up is Jordan Brooks, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 16 carries, 79 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, Smith. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Again, Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Smith. And incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Bridgewater.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right.
That is caught.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. Now inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Derek Young. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 17-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Geno now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down and 2. Back to throw, Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Geno.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Gino on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught. Block it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Throwing again is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Traylon Burks, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run off.
Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs to about the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Geno. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll lead the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To the air again, Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Smith on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. gets near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Play action. It's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kirby Joseph.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running left is Walker.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Gino's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Here's Smith.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, Smith again. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Smith throwing again.
That is caught.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Walker once more. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
They'll try and run Walker.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And quickly they get to the line. Bridgewater to throw it this time. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hardy, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. See if he can do it. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Rolling to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Smith. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now the Lions down by 7. A minute 17 remains. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home.